Hi there, today we're going to explore our 4G Mini OBD GPS Multi-Alert Tracker. This is one of the easiest trackers to install. It's just because it's literally a plug-and-play device, but although it's really tiny in size, it's one of the best and the most recommended trackers when it comes to fleet monitoring or even for your personal use. Let's go ahead and unbox it and check out a few features and how does it track. Cool. Let's go ahead with unboxing. So to begin with, in the box you get the actual unit, the actual OBD port unit, and a tiny screwdriver with some screws which will go on the actual unit. We'll talk about it in a bit. And just a QR code. The QR code is just a little bit more about the device, but we will be providing you all the information on the website as a digital copy and along with the paperwork with the device. Cool. Well, the OBD port obviously is available in any model of the car, all from 1992 onwards. All the models does come with an OBD port in the car. It's a universally available slot in the car, and most commonly obviously the OBD port is a diagnostic port of the car which tells you a few things such as your preemptive alerts before the car breaks down, or even the nature or even the behavior of driving and all those things. But if you look more in depth on this device, the device actually comes with a single port which is plug and play, goes straight into the car right under the steering wheel. For the Japanese models, normally for the European models, it goes under the glove box. That's where you're going to find the OBD port. On the actual GPS tracker, there's only one micro USB slot, which is obviously if you want to set it up before installing in your car, you can always charge it first. It comes with a tiny battery in it, which is around 50 milliampere, and you can charge it first, get your SIM card ready to install inside the unit, and get the app installed on your phone, and then you can start it from there even before putting it inside the car. Cool. All right. So to start with, you will just make sure you got a SIM card ready for it. I just got my Telstra SIM here. And then normally this tracker comes fully sealed, closed, and to open it, at the bottom of it you're going to find a tiny pinhole. You will just use this pinhole to open the tracker because the SIM card goes inside the unit. So I normally use my toolbox or just a screwdriver, like any tiny screwdriver which can easily fit in it. So just insert it nicely and lift it up. Needs a bit of a force though, but you will notice it will come up from one side and then gently just use the screwdriver to remove it from the clips, and the clips simply comes off like that. Cool. Great. So by opening the unit, it exposes the SIM slot. There's a tiny battery inside the unit. It's just when your engine is not running, it automatically goes on the standby, which obviously runs on the tracker's own battery, which can last for several hours until you turn on the engine or the ignition goes on again. Now to put the SIM card in, make sure you got a nano size SIM. It goes into the SIM slot. The label side faces upwards. Cool. Insert it gently. The first step is done. Just as soon as you got the SIM card in, all you need to do is just put the cap back on, and it clicks nicely. Perfect. Once it's clipped from all sides, use the rest of the screwdrivers to just screw it up. It goes into two tiny slots. Perfect. Now this tracker is ready to to set up in the car. Great. So as the SIM card is inside the unit now, what I would do first is actually give it some juice. We can charge the battery inside the tracker before putting it in the car. In this way you will know that the tracker is up and running, and on the app you would be able to see your current location of the tracker. So I normally now this cable is the one which I found sitting around. I just use this for charging the tracker. Now this cable is not included in the box. You can always get it from any hardware store or like JB or Officeworks. Once you plug it in, you might notice a blue light comes up. That means it's actually charging and the SIM card has been registered. Cool. Alright, to set up the app which you'll be using for monitoring, and that hooks up the tracker with the app, you just have to download the free application which you can easily find from Play Store or App Store. The app is called Track Solid Pro. So Track Solid Space Pro is the name of that. It will come over on the screen. So once you got this downloaded on your phone, you just open it and simply allow all the pop-ups. Swipe left 3 times and just click enter. Accept and agree. And when you're on the main page of signing in, you just have to click on sign up right at the bottom. To sign up, you can use your own email address, the one you use personally, or your business email. Just select Australia first right at the top. Done. And then OK. And once you selected that, enter your email address. Once you enter the email address, make sure you click on this blue arrow right under it where you got verification code. As soon as you click that, it will send you a 6-digit unique code on your inbox of that email that you have selected to use on this app. And create your own password. Password is normally total of 8 minimum, a combination of words and numbers and symbols. Repeat it twice to confirm the password. Click on I agree and click submit. As soon as you click submit, it will take you straight to the main page. Alright, once you log in to the app, the first thing that comes up on the screen is this. Just make sure you click on allow while using app on any kind of pop-up that comes up, and that will be your first page. Now on the main page, you will notice right at the bottom you got home, list, alert and profile. Just when you are home, when you're on the home option, just click on the plus sign right at the top corner, and when you click on the plus sign, it will come up with an option saying enter IMEI. To make it easy for yourself and for your convenience, you can always click on the square symbol right at the right corner. Just click on that. It will access the camera of your phone, and you will always find the IMEI of your tracker, the barcode, actually mentioned right here on the box. You can simply scan the barcode, and as soon as you bring your camera right on top of the barcode, it will automatically capture the digits. Click on add device, and in this way you have successfully bind the tracker to your phone app. Now the next screen that comes up is this one. This is a customizable screen. You can always change the details. You can always select an icon the way you would like to see your car. Let's say I have got an SUV, like let's say I got a Ute or a sedan, or let's say I got a truck. Let me select truck. I can put my reg number there, the driver's name if you are lending your car to someone, the contact number, and just hit save. Let's put it as something random. Cool. And just hit save. So as soon as you save it, it says success. And now you will notice it will take you back to the main screen, which is home, and I can see myself, my car, the tracker. Obviously the tracker's location is right here. I have selected an SUV which is right here. Now to know the status of your tracker currently, and obviously it's sitting right next to me, you just unplug it. The tracker is right here. You can simply go on to the list, and in list it will show us the status of the tracker. It's right here. Now obviously this is a 4G tracker. It does have a variation of 0 to 2.5 meters in terms of geolocation. It actually tells a precision up to 2.5 meters. So if you just click on the trackers at that moment, here we are. So it shows my location and my trackers or vehicles location. It's right here. It will be showing you the location right around where I am right now. Now let's suppose it's inside the car. Obviously it will move on this map and show the location of the car wherever it is. Great. In terms of if you look at the actual vehicle, it actually changes the color when it's moving, idling, or stopped. You can find out, that makes it easy visibly that what's the status of your vehicle at that moment of time. Now there's some other features on the app which we can actually dig in real quick. When you're in the list and you saw your car listed there or the tracker listed there, just click on these three icons on the right corner of the screen. Just click on that. It basically opens this window. Now up here you can see detail, tracking, playback, commands, and geofence. There's several features of this tracker and almost 91 notifications which you can do, but let's look at the main ones. Detail was the screen which we actually set up. You can actually make those changes here. It tells you the status of your car. You can save the mobile number of the SIM card up here for the record, and then it also gives you the real location of the vehicle at that very moment of time. You can see the actual address where the car is located at that moment of time. The speed of it is obviously not moving. It's sitting right next to me, so it's 0 km/h. And yeah, that's all about details. If we look into, you can obviously change the icon of the tracker as well. If you're just going to device icon, you can change the icon. Let's say you have changed it from your SUV to a sedan, or let's say you want to put it in your bike. You can always change the icons from here. Cool. The most commonly used one is tracking. Tracking tells you the real-time location of your car at that very moment of time. Let's say it's on a freeway. It will actually show you the freeway up here. But obviously it's stopped at the moment, sitting right next to me. It will show you like this, telling you the status of the car. Just right here. And the good thing is it also tells you the last position of the car. You can actually check this out, that every 10 seconds it refreshes its location. So every 10 seconds we'll be able to tell you wherever it is going. It will show you the real location of the car with an update. Now talking about the update and the location of the car, if you go on playback, now this is the most interesting one, because what happens, the tracker actually has got its own tiny storage, but you get a free cloud storage with this subscription. With the obviously free subscription, there's no subscription fee on this one, but you get, with the account, you also get a cloud storage, which obviously allows you to store the data of your vehicle for 6 months. Now for example, you want to know after a month time that wherever the car has been, and you want to actually export a report of your vehicle, of that very car, wherever the movement was, how long did it stop, how many times the ignition was on and off. You will be able to get all those information on this screen. You simply go, you can select today, yesterday, this week, last week, and you can change those timings from here. But if you notice right at the top corner, there are two flags here. These two flags actually creates all the journeys or the trips of the car throughout the day, and it can store the information up to 6 months. Every time the car stops, it will actually show you a breaking point from point A to point B, and point A to point B, and point A to point B. And let's say I want to see whatever the car did today. If I just click on one of these, there's a play icon right at the bottom. Now if I click on play, it will actually sketch the movement of the car. You can see the real movement of the car. You can actually slow down the motion or increase it, and it will actually allow you to see the movement of the car. Obviously it hasn't moved much. It was just actually the bit of variation since it was just sitting right next to me. But if you go on a long trip, it will actually draw the whole map for you. So you can see, actually you can go back and find out whatever the movement of the car has been. And okay, other than that, geofence is it's one of the commonly used feature. For example, in geofence, you can actually create a fence around you. This fence can go from 200 meters all the way to 5,000 meters. Actually, kilometers, and actually you can actually create a circumference around the area you want to geofence. Now geofencing obviously allows you to know if the car has left the circle or has entered the circle, so you can actually stretch this circle all the way, and you might notice right at the top there is a bar which goes left and right. So if you just drag it right, it can be increase and decrease. And if you actually set this fence around, let's say I want to set it up at my location around the office, I can always change the name of it and call it, let's say, office, and save it. And then when you hit save, it actually lists up the geofence number 1 up here. Now by getting this, my tracker will notify me every time it leaves, every time this tracker leaves that circle or enters the circle, and you get those alerts up here. The pop-up alerts comes up. Now the good thing with this app is you can obviously access this portal with the help of your desktop as well. You can always log in on the desktop, which is more comprehensive. You get a lot more information there, but just for the snap view you can see everything right here on this application. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you got any questions, feel free to reach us out. Thank you.